We're going to begin tonight from one of the hardest hit parts of the entire state, this tiny, close-knit community where every home, for as far as the eye can see, looks just like this one. The destruction is indescribable and the loss unfathomable. Tens of thousands are without heat, water, or electricity, and it is cold here, and it is only going to get worse with temperatures expected to dip below freezing by the end of the week. But for the many people that we've met here, losing their homes is nothing compared to losing their loved ones. And today, the saddest news of all, the number of children taken in this tornado outbreak. The devastation spans 6 states. Victims range in age from infants to an 86-year-old. The massive tornado with winds as strong as a Cat 5 hurricane touched down in central Arkansas and remained on the ground for more than 200 miles as it destroyed everything in its path. President Biden, who declared an emergency declaration for Kentucky over the weekend, will travel to Mayfield and hard-hit Dawson Springs on Wednesday to survey the damage. He has promised that his administration will do whatever is needed to help those devastated by the storms. And as we heard here on the ground, that help is desperately needed. Tonight, no one here is giving up hope as canine search and rescue teams continue looking for survivors. This once-in-a-century twister tore through the heart of America. More than 1,000 homes across 18 Kentucky counties reduced to rubble.
It's just upsetting, you know, to know that that's the town that you grew up in and everything, you know, his memories is all gone.
This western town of Mayfield, Kentucky, population 10,000, is the worst of the tornado's war zone. More than 30 twisters ripped through 6 states on Friday night, from Arkansas all the way up to Illinois. And the death toll is climbing. Today, we learned in Kentucky alone, at least 74 are confirmed dead.
Of the ones that we know, the age range is 5 months to 86 years, and 6 are younger than 18.
With more than 100 still missing, we met paramedic Bob Wagner and his bloodhound named Ken's.
The dog can make a lap around the property generally, and we know if somebody's in there or not. So the dog makes this work so much quicker and so much more efficient.
As we toured this devastated neighborhood, a radio call came.
Where?
At a home where a cadaver dog hit a scent.
They're forcing entry. The dog's hitting.
It was a false alert. Heart-stopping moments everywhere.
We had to climb through all this to get out.
We went in a little small closet right there.
Karima and Robert Bright say hiding in the only closet in their home with their 7-year-old grandson saved them.
I was laying on top of my grandbaby and on the floor, and he was on top of me holding the door, and the roof just flew right past.
What have you lost?
Everything but our lives.
But there's no shortage of heartache. As Karima told us, her family is mourning a child lost.
I have a niece. She lives on the next block. She lost her son, 3 or 4 years old.
75 miles northeast of here, parts of Dawson Springs, Kentucky, are decimated. Tonight, we are learning about the youngest known victim, 2-month-old Oakland Coon, who was hospitalized after the tornado flung her into a neighbor's yard while strapped into the car seat her parents thought would keep her safe. She died of her injuries.
She was a beautiful little girl, and she would have grown up to be awesome.
But tonight, gifts of kindness from America are pouring in.
Would you like Subway tonight?
More than $6 million sent to a Kentucky relief fund.
We're also seeing destruction met with a lot of compassion, I'm told. Everywhere they've gone, they had people volunteering, talking, asking for that they not only get help, but how they can give some help. And so we continue to pray for everyone.
There's that physical and financial help, but it's also the emotional help that is needed, because we learned today that 7 children were killed in Warren County. That's not far from here, including 2 infants and a 4-year-old. In the tiny town of Dawson Springs, the youngest known victim is a 2-month-old. And CBS News correspondent Lilia Luciano will have more from that baby's grandmother coming up.